What's up everyone? Today we are talking about Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64. And honestly, this is a Yoshi game that I love to play. And now I know a lot of people are partial to either loving Yoshi or hating Yoshi, depending on what we're talking about, because it's either easy and fun for them or it's stupid easy and it's a video game. We want these to be hard. So I decided to talk about this game because I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun and a lot of people that I know enjoy it, but I do know that some people don't enjoy it. And I think that's where it becomes a issue. Some people love to hate this game and some people love to love this game. I love this game and I have a ton of fun with it. It is one of those platformers that is so much fun, but is also very cute in nature. It throws back to that Paper Mario feel. The whole thing around that is awesome. I love Paper Mario. It's honestly one of my favorite series because of how cute it looks, because of the music, and everything about it wrapped together is just so nice and neat and presented very nicely. Well, Yoshi and Yoshi's Story is no different to that. It is a game that I love to play on my Nintendo 64, which I have back here behind me, and I absolutely love this game. It is so much fun, and every time I sit down to play it, I enjoy it and I like to play it. Now, honestly, usually I try to shy away from first-party games just because these games have been talked to death, honestly. People all over the place have talked about these games. However, Yoshi's Story is one game that I think needs to be talked about more because honestly it is such a fun game and people just kind of overlook it, I think, but it's definitely a game you need to talk about. So to start off with, this game is a fun game. It looks very cute. I love the artistic style of this game all around. It is one thing that draws me into it. That soundtrack draws me into it, the controls, everything about it I enjoy. Now, if you look behind me, it is very cutesy, it is very artsy, and I think that shies people away from it a little bit because they're like, oh, it's a cute game, it's not going to be any fun, or oh, it looks good, but we're not going to kind of get anything great because it is a Nintendo 64 game. Well, I think those people are dead wrong, and here's why. I love sitting down playing with this, like I've said, but honestly, it's a game that gets overlooked because it is a Yoshi game. When you think of Nintendo, you think of those Marios and Zeldas, and Yoshi just kind of falls into that trap, but is still a lovely game to play. And honestly, that is why this is on my list of games to talk about, because if you notice back behind me, it looks great. It sounds great. It is a fun game to play. Now, Yoshi's Story has that theme song that always gets stuck in my head and I cannot get it out, and honestly I probably won't get it out for a few days because it's just been ingrained in my mind by playing it for this video, and I love that about it. Anytime you can have a game that you can sit down and play and then that song gets stuck in your head, that essentially gets you to play the game more because I think about it and I'm like, oh, I love that game, I remember it, and then I just have to play it, obviously, and that's a very awesome thing about this. Another cool thing about this is how awesome it plays. Now, if you are a platformer fan, you know that the Nintendo 64, Mario 64 is what it's known for. Zelda's games, you know what it's about. But this is a game that I think harkens back on that retro style of platforming, but it's still a ton of fun. Now, Yoshi, from this game all the way forward to now, I love the Yoshi games, I love the mechanics, I love everything about it. When you aim that shell and throw it at an enemy, that is something that I love. And I've played it on here, it's awesome. All the way up to the Switch version is a lot of fun to do. But I think the thing that draws me in about this game is the fun platforming ability of this game. However, it also is somewhat difficult, which I think it's not too difficult. Some people say it's a very easy game and some people think it's hard, but I think it's a good game. It's a decent game that if you have a Nintendo 64, you've got to pick this up and play it. It is relatively cheap, shouldn't be more than $10 to $15, honestly. And that's another reason this is so cool. This is a first-party game that is always overlooked when you're talking about Nintendo 64 games, However, it is still a really good game that Nintendo released, and honestly, anytime we can get a game from Nintendo that is awesome like this, I am definitely glad about it. I love playing stuff like this and everything else about it. So I want to know what you guys think. Have you ever played this game, and what do you think about it? Comment down below and let me know. Do you own a Nintendo 64 with Yoshi Story, or are you just missing that in your collection? I want to say that this is a game that you need to buy. At $10 or $15, it is a game you will have way more fun than that, and the entertainment value itself is just there. So I wanted to talk about this game just a little bit. I go in depth a little bit about it, but I want you guys to go out and get it yourself and play it. Down below, I'll put a link on Amazon to the game if you are interested. And with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification because it lets you know when I post more videos. But I want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching. But most importantly, make sure you have a good day.